All right, welcome to Dallas, Texas. The Just Video Walls crew is installing a demo wall over here at Video General.
One of the reasons we brought this in is, again, to educate the customer, show them a different alternative than just a projection system.
I'm not sure I've ever seen a warehouse this organized and clean before. If you hadn't let that part of it go, then we'd be looking at a completely different warehouse. This is an incredible showroom, guys, with Scott Rathburn and the team here. We want to do a tour and let Scott tell us what he's got going on inside. Come on in. Hey Scott, how's it going, man?
Tyler, how are you?
Thanks for having us here, man.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it. Yeah, so this is a cool showroom, man.
Thank you, thank you.
Tell me about Video General. What is it that you guys do?
Yeah, so we're an audio-video integrator in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. We help our customers with a variety of product and services, anywhere from security all the way to networking. Anything that evolves around the house, we can help them.
Got it. Well, let's see some of those solutions. So what kind of stuff do you have here in your showroom?
Yeah, so one of the things that we're doing a little bit different than a traditional showroom, we're not just gonna do some cookie cutter things, just show you, hey, choose between A through B, right? So what we've done is we've brought in some products to kind of educate the customer, but also get their creativity flowing.
Okay.
For instance, you have a Samsung frame TV, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people love the frame TV. We love it as well. What we thought we would do is show people how to really get cool, great audio, right? So the TV audio is not that great.
Yeah.
You add a Leon soundbar. It's a custom soundbar designed just for the frame. It matches the width, the aesthetics, and then now somebody has not only something that's going to sound great, but also look great. Typically when you're going to put it with a frame television. So so products like this allows us to help the customer get a real custom installation.
Yeah, that's beautiful. And so Leon, I'm assuming this can be done in different colors, different grill types.
That's right.
Different widths.
Right.
Right. So
Yep.
question, do you think we can make one long enough to fit a 151-inch video wall?
That's a great question. We certainly can ask them. I bet they would be a challenge and probably accept that challenge.
Awesome. Well, maybe that's something we should work on together.
Sounds good.
Awesome.
Sounds
What
good.
else we got in your showroom here?
So yeah, let's come in here. The great thing for today is we are getting our Just Video wall installed. One of the reasons we brought this in is, again, to educate the customer, show them a different alternative than just a projection system, the standard thing. We're seeing a lot of customers go to bigger areas, more multifunction areas.
Yeah.
Educate them on why this might be a good fit for them, and we can certainly do that for them.
Why didn't you go with projection in this area here?
So in this particular case, it's going to be a lot of ambient light, things like that, where your traditional projection is not going to be the right solution. And I think this will represent some other areas in a customer's house. Family room, again, a media room versus a dedicated theater.
Yeah.
So educate them and where they didn't think something was possible before. Well, I can get a 100-inch television. Okay, well, now the sky's the limit. Whatever you want to do.
So in what ways will you be using this video wall here in the showroom?
In this case, we'll have a multi-view. We'll bring up people's plans. We'll go through the plans and get them that way.
Oh, that's cool. So you're actually using this as a sales tool and a process for proposals and working with end users and things like that.
Correct. And
Very
also,
cool.
at the end of the day, we're going to have some pretty cool speakers set up and also give them a taste of what it might be to actually have a system in their house. So we have some Bowers Wilkins 801D4, and this is the signature series.
Yeah.
The speakers are $50,000 a pair. They're available in 2 colors. And of course, we went with the cowboy blue, as I call it.
Being that we're in Dallas, Texas, yeah, we kind of had to do that. It's obligatory, right?
Absolutely. So it's a beautiful speaker. Again, we brought it in just as a statement piece to show customers what is available, right?
Yeah.
Bowers, of course, will sell different levels of this. But if somebody says, well, what is the ultimate speaker, and we can present that for them here.
Got it. Okay, so a pair of speakers like this, if I were to kind of try to contextualize them, is these are very much like the Ferrari of speakers.
Absolutely.
Right, this stereo pair here paired with these components. But I'm looking over there and I see what might be more like a Hellcat Challenger.
Exactly.
So tell me about tell me about this setup back here.
Exactly. So JBL came out with these speakers. These are the L100 Classics. And so they're actually designed after a speaker that JBL put out in the 60s and the 70s. And if you remember I don't know if you're probably a little too young, but this orange foam was a very cool characteristic of these speakers back in the day. So these are in the $5,000 range. And so obviously a dramatic difference in price. They're not going to be as critically listening, but more of a fun listen.
Right. Yeah. So these are definitely more in the entry level, I would say, in terms of price point. You're still going to get an incredible experience out of these, but if you want absolute perfection and refinement, you have the step up, which is the Bowers and Wilkins over here for your customers.
Yeah, and so really it's about the customer. You let us know what you're looking to do, why you're looking to listen to music, what kind of music you're listening to, and then we can help fit a system towards you.
So I'm looking over here as well, Scott, and I'm seeing the racks that you've built out here in the showroom. And I think this to me stands out because most homeowners may just be used to seeing that on-cue box in the master bedroom with a bunch of wires hanging out and maybe a little switch or something inside of it. This is definitely another level, right? So explain what's going on here.
The reason we wanted to show this here, of course, it operates Video General as well. So this is our system. We wanted to bring it here instead of just shoving it in a closet. Just to show people the level of quality and detail. While it's an investment to do something like this in a rack form, it's going to pay off in the long run with just the maintenance of the system.
I'm looking in this warehouse right here, and I'm not sure I've ever seen a warehouse this organized and clean before. Can we go into this warehouse and can you tell me what's going on here and how it is that you've built the company on the back end?
So we've dedicated a lot of space when we took over this. We decided to put space into making sure that we had inventory. We all struggled during the COVID times of getting product. So we wanted to make sure we had enough warehouse space to bring product in, keep product in stock, whether it's a quick sale, somebody says, they got a birthday party and they want to give somebody something away, we typically have it in stock. And so that's what half of the warehouse does. The other half is for our customers.
So tell me about how you're doing that, because I know there's a lot of complexity that can come on the back end trying to manage all that. If you have 10 customers and you've got a bunch of different gear going to each one, I can imagine that can get pretty confusing quickly.
Correct. So what we decided to do was kind of, again, leverage technology, right? We're a technology company. So we went to a company that was making RFID displays, right? And so we kind of got this idea when we saw box retailer, they were updating the prices. And so we called the manufacturer and we can make this for you. And so what we're doing is we have the customer's name, and then we have it red if it's not ready, and then black if it's ready. So when product is coming in, our inventory guys are updating the paperwork, and then when it is ready, they update an Excel spreadsheet, and it automatically pushes to the displays and let us know.
Okay, so I see you've got some TVs and stuff wrapped up down here. Yep. What's going on with these?
So another benefit that we provide the customer is, let's say they're doing a remodel, something like that, we'll actually go get their old equipment that we're going to reuse, package it up, leave it here. We have enough warehouse space. There's a shelf up here with another job. And so we want to protect that customer's existing equipment.
You've got inventory, you've got renovations for your customers that you're managing. I can see that you've got processes built out for all this, but I can imagine that it's still a lot to handle. So how is it that you guys have built this company to do that, to be able to handle all these different aspects of the custom integration side?
So, we definitely focus on things that we can do well, and then we look to see who can help us in other items. Let me show you an example of that.
Okay.
So when our customers come with us and it's a new construction, they're building their house, right? One of the most important things is the infrastructure that goes in that. So we'll design an infrastructure, but we use a third party to help us actually. So all this wire that's up here, that's going to get installed by a third party that we found in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and they're great. So we can leverage what they do best, which is wire the houses, let my technicians do what they do best, which is the install.
Yeah, that's super smart because like you said, it helps you just focus on the core things, which in a way I'm assuming is what has enabled you to build such an exact, detailed process for your customers. You know, if you hadn't let that part of it go, then I think we'd be looking at a completely different warehouse and a completely different company.
I think so.
Yeah. It seems like you've got an amazing system here, Scott, with all the processes that you and this great team have built here at Video General. So the question I have for you is like, how long did it take for you to get here? Like, what's the heritage of the company and how long have you been in business for?
The company started in 1982 by Bob Garassi, and it was a technical training company.
Oh, okay, cool.
So you have to think way back in 1982, VHS, Betamax, that these were just now coming out. And so he saw an opportunity to provide technical training to the HVAC industry. That was his background. So we've worked for Lennox, Trane, all the major brands that you can think of. And so we leave this here at Video General just to kind of show some of the old equipment that we had. I started working for Bob in 1988. And then around the 1999 timeframe, HD was coming out. Bob was looking to do a theater. Kind of had the same thing where no follow-up. One guy was, crazy priced, and the other third one just fizzled out, and there was no follow-through. So we started looking at that and saying, well, there could be an opportunity here to do something in this emerging space. Because if you think about, HD from '99, and we've just kind of grown that as a team. And our portfolio, and again, taking care of the customers has allowed us to do that.
This industry is just such a fantastic industry because of the experiences that you can create. So we're very excited to be working with you on the video wall side, and I've been fascinated to learn about your process and how you go about doing things in this company. If I'm an end user and I would like to work with you, like what areas do you serve?
So we're in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, pretty much anywhere. If you can drive within 90 minutes, we'll take care of you.
Okay.
We have customers in different lakes, Possum Kingdom, etc. So absolutely, we're looking for customers that want to be educated, show them what's available, put systems together for them. And we'd love to have anybody come out and see us.
Okay. And how do we find you?
So you can go to videogeneral.com. And I think that's going to be the quickest way. You can kind of look over our processes and systems and things like that. And then there's a button on there that you can email a link, or you can just pick up the phone and call the number.
Awesome. Cool.
Yep.
Thanks, Scott.
Right.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yep. Why? First of all, why am I on top of these crates?
There you go. That's the George Costanza almost.
So like this?
That's the George Costanza.